They want a village, but they don't want to be a villager. Hey y'all, it's your girl Olivia Elaine and welcome to my channel. Today we don't have anywhere to go. However, I have run out of concealer, and instead of going to Ulta like a sane person or ordering it online, I have decided that I'm going to try an old concealer that I used to use all the time. We'll see how this goes because I need it for this entire weekend. For some reason, every time I turn on this camera, I forget my makeup routine. It's so annoying. Tomorrow I'm hopping on a plane to go home for a family reunion, and ask me if I'm packed. We have themes throughout the reunion that we have to dress for. I didn't buy anything. Y'all, I am just so grateful to have the friends that I have. They are just, I appreciate them more than they could ever know. And saying that isn't crazy, but the realization of it is kind of crazy because your friends are the people that you choose. Like, your family is chosen for you, but your friends, pick your friends. And making friends, real genuine friends, is hard, especially as an adult. In undergrad, and I guess maybe school period, it is easier to make friends because they're kind of friends of convenience. Like, you go to class every day, you see those same people. You're in the same club, so you go to those club events. You stay down the street from them. You stay upstairs, downstairs, around the corner from them. You see them all the time, so it's easy to have these friends of convenience. Not saying that these friendships aren't, you know, long lasting. There are a few people that I was friends with in undergrad that I realized I was only friends with them because we saw each other all the time. And when we stopped seeing each other, not saying we don't care about them, because, you know, love them. I'll always have a special place in my heart for them, but we're just not as close as we were in undergrad, which isn't shocking. It's just, it was a friendship out of convenience, unfortunately. Not all of them, but some of them. And some people, you know, you just grow apart. But then you graduate, you stop going to school, you either move back home or you move to a different state, different city where you technically don't know anybody, and then you find yourself needing and wanting to build a community, a village, if you will. But it's hard, y'all. When I moved to Houston, I literally had to put myself out there. I wasn't doing a lot, I was doing a little bit more than enough. I remember the first friend I made out here, I saw that he was the coordinator to an event that I had been to first time that I visited Houston for a friend's birthday. I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna DM him and we finna be friends. So I DM him and I said, hey, I'm new to Houston, I'm looking for some friends, and we've been friends ever since. It worked. That was my first friend in Houston that I technically didn't already know. But I couldn't stop there because sisterhood, right? We gotta have the girls. Luckily, my first semester of school, all my classes were in person. That's where I met 3 of my friends. One day after class, we went to get tacos and margaritas. And while we were there, we were like, oh, we should go out this weekend. And then we went out that weekend. And we kept going out and we kept hanging out and we kept talking to each other. We kept being there for each other. And of course, we've been friends ever since. But then I messed around and found a best friend at my big age of 24. At the time, she's actually one of the 3 girls that I met in my class. We were always friends, of course, but then sometime last year we started talking more and, you know, just bonding more. And however best friends are made, we became best friends. The more we started to converse and hang out with each other and just talk to each other, it got to a point where it was like, this is my best friend, guys. This is my best friend. I used to feel like I would never find a girl best friend. And I hate the term girl best friend, male best friend. It's just the best friend. But I used to always feel like I'm never going to find a girl best friend. I know I have a boy best friend. Love him down. But it's like certain things I just can't talk to him about, you know? And I used to always feel like I miss my best friend opportunity. I used to feel like best friends had an age limit. Like, you meet those when you're young. No, apparently you meet them when you're older as well. I also made friends by doing things that I like, doing things that I do on a regular basis. I've made friends at the gym. I've made friends at the research program that I just did. I've made friends going out. I've made friends doing my hobbies. I've made friends walking down the street. Now, is it hard to meet genuine friends or long-lasting friends? Yes, but you can meet people anywhere, especially when you're doing things that you already like to do, because then y'all have something in common already. But the things that I'm realizing about people when it comes to friendships, they want a community, but they don't want to participate in the community. They want to reap the benefits of the community, but they don't want to put into the community, if that makes sense. They want a village, but they don't want to be a villager. In any relationship, whether it's platonic, romantic, whatever, family, it doesn't matter. You have to be willing to be inconvenienced. There have been so many times where I've been invited somewhere by a friend. It isn't limited to just going out or going to places, but this is just a basic example that I could think of. There's been times where I've been invited somewhere by a friend, and the day comes and I would rather stay home, but I also want to be there for my friend. And in that moment, I decide to go and show up for my friend. You have to be inconvenienced. I end up having a good time anyway, because it's not that I didn't want to go, I just didn't feel like going. But that's where the inconvenience portion comes in, because you're not going to always feel like doing stuff. Or even something like airport pickups and drop-offs. Who likes going to the airport, especially IAH? Don't nobody want to go up to IAH and drop you off. But as my friend, anytime you call, if I can make it there, baby, I'm coming. You need to be dropped off at the airport, I got you. You need to be picked up from the airport, I got you. Because that's just what it is. I even see people complaining about helping their friends move. Why wouldn't I help you move? You need help, don't you? Of course I'm there to help you move. I will never forget, y'all, when I was moving, somebody was like, I didn't even ask this person to help me move. Yet I was thinking about it, but they said, can you just hire movers, because I really don't feel like helping you move. You're telling me that you're not going to help me out. That's crazy. Because first of all, how you know I had the money to hire the movers? I just feel like when it comes to community, when it comes to people, when it comes to friends, family, boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever, you have to put in just as much, if not more, than you want to get out. It can't be one-sided, because even if it is one-sided, at some point somebody gonna get tired of being up here and you down here when it comes to holding their weight, you know. And it's not like tit for tat, but you do notice when somebody not dishing out the same things that they're taking. I guess what I'm trying to say is, don't be selfish with your time, and I guess just you, period, and expect somebody else to not be selfish back. Y'all know how you'll start studying for something or reading something, and then it starts to click and you like, oh, I get it. Oh my gosh, because this lines up with this, and this is interconnected into this, and I understand it now. That was me yesterday. Okay, friends, we are done with the makeup. The concealer actually doesn't look too bad. I'm gonna keep the look on for a little bit to see if it separates, but it's not that bad. I might still end up going to get some more concealer, because at the end of the day, I'm going to need it eventually. But do you feel like getting it? Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and come back for more. Bye, y'all.